Hi, boys and girls. Today's learning target is I can use text and graphic features to understand a text. I can use them to show my understanding by working on a web diagram. So, text and graphic features, graphic means like picture features, and text features are features of the words, are all the things that make a text unique when you read it. I'm going to flip ahead a couple pages and show you what I mean. This is the passage you're going to read today. It's sort of a short article. And you can see it has graphic features like these pictures or the way that they changed the shape and the color of things. And it has text features like the way it's organized and the way they've highlighted words or used italics. But we'll come back to that in a moment. To do today's assignment, you're going to need your My Book, and you're going to need to go to the beginning of the chapter called Heroic Feats. That's the one with this really cool fantasy artwork drawing. The quote at the beginning of this module says, "The goal will not be reached if the right distance is not traveled," which is a Tibetan proverb. You can pause the video for a moment and think about what that might mean to you. We'll talk about it at our meeting later today. On the next page, we have our essential question for this unit. What makes someone a hero? So we'll keep coming back to that question as we work through the stories in this chunk of your book. Here's a video to help you explore more about that question.
Some heroes are larger than life. The ancient Greek hero Hercules slayed the Hydra, a dragon-like monster with 9 heads. He also battled a giant 3-headed dog who guarded the world of the dead. Robin Hood, a heroic outlaw from England, was a highly skilled archer and swordsman. In legend, he stole from the rich and gave to the poor. The Amazons were an ancient tribe of warrior women, famous for their fearlessness. They were skilled in horseback riding and weaponry, taking part in fierce battles. In real life, there are everyday heroes all around us who endeavor to help others. When there's an accident, paramedics rush to the scene in an ambulance. They help the injured and save lives. Firefighters put their lives at risk every day. They work quickly as a team to stop fires from spreading. They rescue people trapped inside burning buildings. When they're not saving lives, firefighters teach others how to prevent fires and avoid danger. And then there are less obvious heroes. Hospice nurses provide care for people who are elderly or very ill. Many people volunteer their time to help homeless dogs and cats at animal shelters. Others volunteer to train people for new jobs, giving them the skills and confidence necessary for work. These everyday heroes aspire to help others who are less fortunate. What are some ideas for how you could be a hero in your own community?
So that will be another question that we'll keep coming back to. How can you be a hero in your own life and your own community? Now, in that video, there were some new vocabulary words, and they will be in this chart in your book. Aspire is an action word. When you aspire to do something, you have strong hopes to achieve it. Like in this sentence, I aspire to be an author one day. It's the things you hope to do one day very powerfully. Confidence is a word you may have already heard before. If you have confidence, you have strong and sure feelings about yourself. Here's the sentence. Joe has confidence in his ability to do well in the cooking contest. Endeavor is a verb. When you endeavor to do something, you try very hard to do it. June and Juan endeavor to finish the group project before it's due, so they're trying very hard to finish it. And the last one is fearlessness. Now, this word has a bunch of suffixes at the end of it. The root word you already know, fear. Fear means to be afraid of something. But if you're fearless and you put the less suffix at the end, that means you don't feel fear. It's the opposite of fear. It would be like brave. Fearlessness, if you put the ness suffix at the end, that changes it from a describing word, like, wow, she's so fearless, into a noun, a thing. Fearlessness is something you can have in a situation when you're not scared and you feel brave. Climbing the rock wall requires a certain level of fearlessness, a certain level of feeling not afraid. So, jot down any synonyms, antonyms, and things like that that will help you remember those using the vocabulary web. If you come to our meeting today, we'll work on this together as well. There's another web on the next page. This one is the Heroic Feats web. And on this one, in the middle, it says Heroic Feats, the theme of our unit. And then there's some bubbles about different hero things, like examples of different heroes. Or this longer one says characteristics of a hero. So things you would expect a character to do, or things about their personality that make them special. And down here, challenges. What challenges or problems might heroes face? Again, work on this web because that's the part of your learning target where you show that you can use text features to show your understanding. A knowledge map or a web diagram is a type of text feature. It's a way for you to organize your thinking in a text, but also sort of graphically using pictures because of the way the bubbles connect to each other. Once you've done all that, or maybe partway through that when you need a break, this is our last page for today, the Who's a Hero short read. This will give you some more ideas to add to your chart, and also it just gets you a sense of what this unit's going to be about and helps you get a feel for what's coming next. If you stay in this video in just a moment, I'm going to have the story read aloud to you. But if you feel like you can read this on your own, you can just stop the video here and go get started back on the, oops, not that page, back on the vocabulary page. So there are 3 things you'll need to get done. The vocabulary web, to help you remember these 4 new words. The knowledge map, where you're marking things about heroes and heroic feats. And reading or listening to this story. We'll work on related things in our meeting this afternoon. And if you need any help, you can also come to office hours. That's all for now. But stay in the video if you want to hear the story, the Who's a Hero, read aloud. And I'll see you in the next video.
Short read. Who's a hero? Heroes come in many forms. Some heroes are fictional characters. They appear in books or movies. Others are real people. They're folks we see every day. But what exactly makes someone a hero? A hero is someone who shows courage. Many heroes show fearlessness through their brave deeds. In Greek mythology, the hero Hercules has to complete 12 impossible tasks, including killing the Nemean lion and defeating the terrifying Hydra, a monster with 9 heads. Hercules courageously completes all his tasks. Real-life heroes are equally courageous. Firefighters don't hesitate to race into burning buildings to rescue people and pets. Airline pilots sometimes land planes in brutal weather. Being brave is part of their work. It's what they do. A hero is someone who cares. Heroes endeavor to improve the lives of others. Doctors and nurses strive every day to treat people suffering from injury and illness. Volunteers step forward to help people, animals, or the environment. The greatest fictional heroes also care. Think about comic book heroes. They perform all sorts of dazzling feats, but it's why they do what they do that really matters. They're heroes because they use their superpowers to help others. A hero is someone who has confidence. An ancient Chinese legend tells of a young woman named Hua Mulan, who bravely takes her father's place in the army, fighting bravely alongside warriors with much more experience. Her secret is her training. Mulan's father had drilled her in the martial arts, so she is sure of herself when she goes into battle. Confidence is crucial for real-life heroes too. Police officers train carefully so they know how to react in dangerous situations. Hard work and preparation give everyday people the confidence to respond heroically to challenges. A hero is someone who is determined. Many athletes are heroes because they inspire us with their hard work and determination. Sports heroes spend years sharpening their skills. They may fail more than they succeed, but they seldom give up. The same is true for many fictional heroes. In Charlotte's Web, Charlotte is one determined spider. She works valiantly to rescue Wilbur the pig from an unhappy fate. Against all odds, the gentle spider saves her friend's life. Now that you know what it takes to be a hero, why not aspire to be one yourself? You don't need to slay monsters or break records. Just find your own special way to be a hero and help make the world a better place.